Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanati Virantasya Jnanajana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvaram Jangamam Vyakta Yati Chit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhavajivyapyat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvashruti Shiroratna Virajita Param Bhujaha Vrigantam Bhuja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Yomatito Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnana Shakti Samaruta Karmamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidaine Atma Jnana Pradanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shoshanam Bhava Sindosha Jnapanam Sara Sampadaha Guru Padodakam Samya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Na Guru Radikam Tattvam Na Guru Radikam Tapaha Tattva Jnana Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Radhira Radhisha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Mameva Bandhucha Sakha Tvameva Mameva Vidyata Vinam Tvameva Mameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Mameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda 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 Prabhu Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Guru Deva Sadguru Deva Guru Deva Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Guru Deva Sadguru Deva Guru Deva Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Guru Deva Sadguru Deva Guru Deva Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Guru Deva Sadguru Deva Guru Deva Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda 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 Prabhu. Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Jaya Swamiji Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Jaya Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Gurudeva, Sadgurudeva, Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Jai Guru Jai Jai Guru Jai, 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 Jai Swami Jai Jai Swami 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 Jai, Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda, Jaya Swami Jai 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 Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. 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 Gurudeva, Sadgurudeva, Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. Jaya 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 Gurudev, 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 Jaya 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 Gurudev. Gurudeva, Sadgurudeva, Gurudev Shri Vishwananda Prabhu. 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 Jaya Swami Jai Jai 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 Shri Vishwananda Prabhu.
Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu.
Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu.
Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda Prabhu.
Guru Deva Sadguru Deva Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Prabhu.
Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda.
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 Jaya Swami Jai Shri Vishwananda. Jai Shri Vishwananda.
Shaya Namaha, Om Vishamaya Namaha, Om Devakaya Samudhyataya Namaha, Om Sukshmatanave Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Gurumurtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Sunachanaya Namaha, Om Samukaya Namaha, Om Charvasaya Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmabhujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamanaya Namaha, Om Charvaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha, Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Namaha, Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha, Om Alpana Srikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayanaye Matrapasakaya Namaha, Om Swaramayaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Rupaya Namaha, Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha, Om Itabhashine Namaha, Om Vakmine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratakaraya Namaha, Om Sadave Namaha, Om Jagatpataya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha, Om Suridaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Nihaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Prema Murtaye Namaha, Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha, Om Priti Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Architaya Namaha, Om Matraya Namaha, Om Siddhi Pradaya Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahakshaya Namaha, Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Vingajanaprosakaya Namaha, Om Siddhisadanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Omkarapasakaya Namaha, Om Sushmaya Namaha, Om Vishwakaya Namaha, Om Satvikaya Namaha, Om Samadarshine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achityaya Namaha, Om Namakaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Avyagraya Namaha, Om Chitakradaya Namaha, Om Vinayashridaya Namaha, Om Svavashaya Namaha, Om Kushalaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satyadharmaya Namaha, Om Nivikalpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atidaya Namaha, Om Satyasandaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Sunanandaya Namaha, Om Nandanaya Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Naraye Namaha, Om Suttapaya Namaha, Om Samyaya Namaha, Om Goyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha, Om Gabiraya Namaha, Om Guptaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Yutidaraya Namaha, Om Danyaya Namaha, Gurave Namaha, Om Durazikramaye Namaha, Om Rahanaye Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harishvara Margadashakaye Namaha, Om Kuchachakatakaye Namaha, Om Amitrayaye Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaye Namaha, Om Shamakata Bhagavatakaye Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prithivya Sapta Dhamami Iram Vishnu Vichakrame Treta Nidade Padam Samo Dhamasya Bhagutsure Tredi Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adhamya Ato Dharmani Dharane Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yucha Sakaha Tad Vishnu Paramam Paragum Sada Pashanti Suryaha Divi Vachakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvaru Satsamindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Premavataya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavataya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavataya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketavale Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapale Daityadi Sanjata Rishikara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukminisha Pavanasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmani Vandya Shri Dvarakashaya Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvane Kamurte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam
मेनाग्निग्रेकमतरूपवराहमूर्ते प्रेमिक्रमाय गुहने मृग राम राम श्रीराम कृष्ण यदुनन्दन कर्किरूपा गोपाल कृष्ण हरये तव सुप्रभातम् गोविन्द माधव मुकुन्द परात्परेश दामोदराक्षर नन्द कटारिशोरे गोप गोपी जन संवृत दीनबन्धो गोपी जना प्रिय हरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीरद्विषाय भुजदाधिपताल्पशाय सर्वार्थगणशाय रमाङ्गशाय श्रीगोपवाम विदुताल्पसुगादिशाय गोपवल्लभहरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीकश्यपात्र सुखनारद गौतमादि ब्रह्मर्षि साङ्गमणि साङ्गभवारतेषुः तिष्ठन्ति देवतव दर्शन भाग्यहेतुः गोपालशेखर हरे तव सुप्रभातम् मन्दारचारि तुलसीदल मार्गकार्ये मार्गाणि अञ्जनि कृते समुदाहरन्ति तिष्ठन्ति त्वात्मवतदारतले मुनिग्रह राधा मनोहर हरे तव सुप्रभातम् वेदत्रयं पतति गौतमकानगूयः गायन्ति सद्गुणगणो वरदासवर्गः सङ्कीर्तयन्ति तव नाम कदा विशेषः श्रीनारदादिऋषया तव सुप्रभातम् गोवर्धनोदरन गोपकिशोर गोपा गोपी जनामृत सुदेश भवानि पोता त्रैलोक्य मोहन सुमङ्गल दिव्य देहा श्रीरुक्मिणीश वरदा तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीवत्स शीन शरणागत पारिजाता भक्तार्तिभाञ्जन कृपाकर दीनबन्धो दिव्यान्त गायति जनाप्रिय दिव्यरूपा श्रीनन्द गोपतनया तव सुप्रभातम् पद्मक्ष पद्ममग पद्मधर प्रमेया पद्मालय श्रील पद्मनिवास शौरी पद्मोद्भवाति सुरसेविल पार पद्मा पद्मार्विनाथ हरये तव सुप्रभातम् वृन्दातले विहरणाय महेन्द्रवन्द्या कन्दर्पदर्पहर दीनसुदेशरूपा चन्द्राननाय श्रियचन्दनलिप्नदेहा गोविन्द यादव हरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीनन्दनन्दन यशोद कुमार धीरा वायन्द दीनदलिशोन सुपुष्पहारा नीलाम्बुदार सुशरीर रमाविहारा गोपाल देव हरये तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीवष्टि जर्भवति सत्र सुगान्ति भद्रा श्रीमित्रविन्द्र दिवसा प्रभुपुत्रिकाद्यै तिष्ठन्ति दिव्य भवने तव सेवनागा गोपी मना प्रिय हरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीकृष्ण अच्युत अनन्त मुकुन्द शौरी राधा मनोहर जनार्दन चक्रपाणे नामानि दिव्यमुनयोर्न निशां वदन्ति ब्राह्मी मुहूर्त समये तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीकृष्ण सुप्रभातम् ये वदन्ति अहर्निशां गौरीकृतं महापापान् श्रीकृष्णाय ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानन्द विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविन्द सर्वकराना गोविन्द माजि पुरुषोत्तमं भजामि गोविन्द माजि पुरुषोत्तमं भजामि चिन्तामणि प्रकर सद्मसुकल्पवृक्षा लक्षावृतेषु सुरवीर विपालयन्तम् लक्ष्मी सहस्रशतसम्भ्रम सेव्यमाना गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं शोभां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आलोलचन्द्रकलसद्वनमाल्यवंशी रत्नागदां प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासां श्यामां त्रिभङ्गललितां नियता प्रकाशां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अङ्गानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमार्थे पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति अनन्तचिन्मय सदुज्ज्वलविग्रहस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अद्वैतमर्चितमनादि अनाथरूपम् आद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनश्च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अन्तस्तु कोटिशतवत्सरसाम्प्रगाम्यो वयोरतापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवाना सोऽप्यस्ति अत्र परसिंहवचिन्त्यतात्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि कोऽप्यसौरचयुतुं जगन्नाथकोटि यश्चाक्षिरस्ति जगदन्तचयायनन्तः अनन्तरस्तपरमाणुचयन्तरस्त गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यद्भावभावितधियो मनुजस्तथैव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमासनयानभूषः सुप्तेरैव निगमा प्रतितस्तु भान्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसा प्रतिताविताभिः तवीर एव निजरूपलया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसत् किरात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि प्रेमाञ्जनाचरितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्तः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणस्वरूपा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तिषु कलानि यमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोत् भुवनेश किन्तु कृष्ण स्वयं समभवत् परमापुपान्यो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगन्नाथकोटि कोटिश्वशेषवसुधानि विभूतिभिः तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि मायान्यस्य जगदान्तशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यताद्विषयवेदवितायमान सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसात्मतया मनाशु या प्राणिनां प्रतिपलां स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायतेन भुवनानि जयाजस्रा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनामिनि जदान्वितले च तस्य देवी महेश हरिधाम सुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभावनि च यानि तश्च येन
सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेखा चार्येव यस्य भुवनानि विभाति दुर्गा रूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रीराम यथादधि विकार विशेषयोगात् सञ्जायते नैतता प्रतिनास्ति हेतुः यशाम्बुतामपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिरेवैदशान्तरमाप्यपेत्य दीपायते विवितरेतु समानधर्मा यस्तादेव हि च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यकालनामवजले बसमिस्मयोगा दीर्घामनन्तजगदन्तसरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परं समूर्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्य कनिष्ठसितकालमतावलम्ब्य जीवति लोमविरजा जगदन्तनाथः विष्णोर्महाशय यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि वस्वान्यताश्मशकलेषु निजेषु तेजः श्रियां क्रिया प्रकटयात्तत्रितात्मदाता ब्रह्माय एष जगदन्तविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पादपालमयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भा मन्त्रे प्रणामसमये सगणानिराजः विघ्नाविहन्तुमलयस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अग्निर्मही गगनमङ्गुमरुधिशाश्च कालस्तकात्ममनसीरिजगत्त्रयाणि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यां च गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यश्चक्षुरेष सविता सकलाग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिरशेष तेजः यस्यार्जया प्रमथसंवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि प्रमोदपापनिचयास्तदयास्तवांसि ब्रह्मादिकीतपदगावदयश्च जीवः यदातमात्रविभवा प्रकटा प्रभावा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्मिदगोपमदवेन्द्रमहोत्सकर्मा बन्धनरूपफलभाजनमात्मनोति कर्माणि निरवति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यं क्रोधकामसहजा प्रणयादिभीते वात्सल्यमोहगुरुगौरवसेव्यभावहे सञ्चितदास्य सयशीं तनुनां पुरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि ईश्वर परमं कृष्ण सच्चिदानन्द विग्रह अनादि आदि गोविन्द सर्वकरण गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
Om Ajnanam Timirandasya Jnanajana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. So this morning, the verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 5, verse 37. Nayata paramo labo dehinam brahmyatam miha yato vindeta paramam shantim nashyati samritihi. Meaning, indeed, there is no higher possible gain for embodied souls forced to wander throughout the material world than the Supreme Lord's Sankirtana, by which one can attain the supreme peace and free oneself from the cycle of repeated birth and death. So this is a verse where it's Narada's conclusion to his teaching given to Vasudeva, Krishna's father. And it talks about how the embodied soul is forced to wander throughout the material world. We are forced through our karma, actually, to come back and to wander or to finish whatever there is still to finish in this material world. And then it is written how the Supreme Lord, Sankirtana, or divine name, is there by which one can attain the supreme peace and free oneself from the samsara, from the cycle of repeated birth and death. In general, the nature of God, the nature of Sri Hari is merciful. It is so merciful and especially merciful to those who are in helpless condition and take from this helpless condition, also some of you know Karpanya, the word in Sanskrit, from this helpless state to take the refuge in the lotus feet of the Lord, or for us also into the lotus feet of our Sadguru. And this helpless state or this desperate condition makes it, especially in Kali Yuga, in the Yuga where we live, possible that the Lord pours out His mercy and grace and give us, let's say, in a very speedy way, the freedom. He comes to our aid and gives us this freedom, which in Kali Yuga is easily attainable because the conditions of the Kali Yuga are very, very corrupt, as we know. We have governments, we have people who are simply corrupt. The righteousness, the Dharma is very low, very, let's say, difficult also to live, to find. Not difficult to live, but difficult to find as a value in human beings. Then the bodies are, let's say, ridden by physical and mental diseases. So everything is supporting one from outside, that the cry of the soul comes that wants to free itself or to be freed from this condition of the gross material reality which Kali Yuga represent. Kali, the age of darkness, of the age of iron, let's say, heaviness and ignorance, as we know.
Whereas, for example, in the other yugas, in Satya Yuga, the conditions are different. The humans are perfectly qualified to meditate for a long time, to be easily in communion with the divine. They are always worshipping the divine, follow the Dharma, are righteous, but they do not feel themselves to be in this helpless, let's say difficult condition where they, from their soul, cry out for help and take refuge in the Lord. So in the other yugas, it's more smooth that people enjoy on a different level and live in a different way, which is more difficult to attain Lord, or not to attain Lord, but this final part where the Lord, out of His mercy and love, comes to save us, to take us, to free us from this misery. So even if we, let's say, live in difficult times, very, very gross and very material, still it is good for something, for the grace of Lord to speedily descend. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Sri Hari is worshipped in accordance with the quality of time of yugas. So in each yuga, there is a prescribed worship, or the best suitable worship, and the way how we can get in communion with Him, and also how we can free ourselves from the samsaric cycle. In Satya Yuga, we, for example, worship the Lord the best by the practice of meditation. The quality of the time is such that it's easy to meditate, it's easy to connect, it's easy to steady the mind and to enjoy this in communion with Him in this way. In Treta Yuga, it is more the Vedic sacrifices, the yajnas, and in this way, one connects with the Lord. In Dvapara Yuga, it is the worship in His deity form, the Murti worship, and regulating by the Vedas and the Tantras. And in Kali Yuga, it is written that He is golden in color. Sri Hari is golden in color. He is accompanied by associates who are His primary and secondary limbs and His weapons, and is absorbed in Krishna Kirtana, and is worshipped by the performance of Sankirtana Yajna, or His divine name, the divine name of the Lord. And also in our times, I mean, when we read the description, He is in golden color, accompanied by associates, and sings. It could be also our Gurudev. And even if this verse is more associated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is also very much about the presence of our Sadguru nowadays. And he also brings the divine name into the world. And especially lately he gave the mantra Shivitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha, and wrote how powerful the mantra, or in particular this mantra, is. And the mantra given by the Sadguru, Guruji says, is of the highest potential because it is born from his love for each bhakta and carries with it the specialness of his grace unique to each individual. So this is the divine name given to us, which help us to free us from this suffering or from these conditions of material nature and to unite with the Lord. And Guruji says, when we are in connection with Him, from inside, then the yugas do not affect us. And indeed, we are living in the Satya Yuga, even the golden times. I hope that all are familiar with the different yugas or the qualities of times. But the Satya Yuga, which is, let's say, the age of truth and connection with the divine, can be lived also right now, because it is at the end the state of consciousness, Guruji says, and the combination of the gunas which are predominate in our life. About the mantra Shri Vitala Giridhari, which our Guruji gave to us, to the world for this time, which is, in my opinion, revolutionary mantra, he says, chant the holy name of Sri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha, which is truly the fountain of all joy, knowledge, worldly appearance and beauty, and divine transformation. This mantra is also called the truth, bliss, and joy incarnate, Satchitananda. It is the secret aspect of the eternal Sadguru and Lord Krishna, the supreme Jagadguru, as they are the crystallized embodiment of existence, consciousness, and eternal bliss, meaning Satchitananda. So this mantra actually is the embodied, let's say, Satchitananda, existence, consciousness, and eternal bliss. And by repeating it, it gives this starts to awaken and to take over inside of us. And this was also my experience with this mantra in the beginning, although I had a bit difficulties to again change, because I got in nice connection with the mantra Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane, Om Namo Narayanaya. And then when the Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha came, I was thinking, okay, again something new, and it needed time that I start using the mantra. It was just a little bit in the beginning, but then when I started, the experience was also very fast there. This sweetness, this joy, and Krishna, his joy, his love, his presence. And I feel that this is like a magic which takes over, but Guruji's grace, of course, that it takes over and become more and more present in your life, be it as just the love which you all of a sudden feel without reason, or this connection which you feel with him more and more, or be it that he reveals himself more and more in his own way. And if we have the eyes and grow our eyes for him, he will make himself more and more visible for us. And meeting the Sadguru is for many of us, and I would say for all of us, the opportunity to end our samsaric journey. And we know that this is not now our first aim, because the relationship with divine is our aim, but with it comes also that this cycle of birth and death driven by karma comes to an end. And this is a journey. We know that we have to go through many lives, we have to go through many experiences to grow, and by his grace, we are graced with a Sadguru and with this opportunity and possibility to be guided by him. And this journey goes through the preparation of the mind, as Guruji said, to drop into the heart, and then for the heart to transform into the soul, and for the soul to worship and love the beloved of the soul, the Lord. After which the eternal relationship starts to unfold again. So it's a journey, and it's lives of preparation for bhakti. Even if you're not aware of it, it's a life of preparations. So also the journey goes through, let's say, different stages of being ready for the bhakta. Being also very connected with a Christian side, I can say that in Christianity and in Hinduism, we have this journey visible, how the soul is prepared to be a bhakta, to come to the birth where there is a possibility to have the Sadguru who is giving you the fullness of God. And he said also once to me in the very beginning, he said, around me there are many saints who are here, who have incarnated to experience the fullness of God. And I went through, let's say, comparing a little bit from Christianity and from Hinduism, how the journey can be, or mostly is, when we, let's say, incarnate in different lives as preparation for this present time or present incarnation where we are granted to be a bhakta and have this possibility. If we use it or not, this is of course something else, but there is this possibility. So in Christianity we have hermits, and in Hinduism we have yogis and sadhus. And this is, let's say, a way of life for a person living in a solitude as a religious discipline, one who has renounced worldly desires and is dedicated to a life of spiritual practice and service, where there is not necessarily still this relationship with him. It can be, but it's mostly a step of preparation for, as Guruji said, for the mind to drop into the heart, and then from the heart to transform into the soul. And then we have, for example, the teachers, acharyas, or in Christianity, theologians, teaching about God and other important aspects of religion, or teachers of spiritual knowledge who lead by example. Also not necessarily those who are living this loving relationship with the divine, but preparing themselves for it. Then we have, for example, the prophets in Christianity who are prophesizing the coming of the religious future. And the rishis in Hinduism who are seers or sages or visionary, who have attained spiritual wisdom and insight through meditation and other spiritual practices, and are able to access higher state of consciousness. But also even them are not necessarily leaving this loving relationship with the divine. Then we have in Christianity, for example, wonder workers and healers who are performing miracles and healing by the power of God. Then in Hinduism we have the siddhas. We can always compare those together. One who is, meaning for the siddha, one who is accomplished or enlightened and has siddhas, possesses siddhis, the divine gifts or the divine powers. And similarly, like wonder workers and healers perform those, let's say, miracles by the power of God. And there we have already see more, let's say, this communion with the divine and relationship with the divine, where by divine grace miracles happen. And then, of course, we have all kinds of saints, and in Christianity, for example, also in Hinduism, more known also as gurus. Self-realized saints are mostly common in Christianity. Guruji says very rarely there are God-realized saints, but however, few are God-realized. And also the same for the gurus in Hinduism, the most are self-realized beings, but rarely to find God-realized Sadgurus. As Guruji mentioned that there are only 5 present at this stage of our life or present time. And also there we see with self-realization there is still this part which Guruji says when the soul turns to God. So from the mind to the heart, from the heart transformed into the soul, and then this cry of the soul which we talked previously about, when the soul cries and desperately turns to God for his shelter, and where this selfless love is born, which is our bhakti path, where the soul's love, let's say, connects us to the divine love. When soul attracts the Lord, and when this cry for him makes him come to save ourselves, to save the self, to save us, to be merciful as he always is, but by his grace to come for our aid and to save us from these miserable conditions of the material world. And of course, the misery is as long there as we identify with it. When we don't identify it anymore, then this life can be the most beautiful, and this world can be the most beautiful place, Vaikunta, for us, as it is also for many of us in the moment where we open ourselves for this unconditional love and for this relationship with the divine, with our Sadguru and with God. And to summarize, as Guruji also summarizes his teaching, to just love, it's about that and the divine name. If we follow these two, if we don't let go of his name on our lips, and he gave the mantra, Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha, he will be always there, and we will be, by his grace, saved. So, Jai Gurudev.
Namaste, Namaste, Purvakshah Hiranyakashipu Vakshah Hiranyakashipu Vakshah Shilakanka Nakalaye Shilakanka Nakalaye Shilakanka Nakalaye Shilakanka Nakalaye Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho Vahi Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho Vahi Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho Vahi Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho Vahi Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho Narasimha Hare Sharanam Prapade Narasimha Hare Sharanam Prapade Narasimha Hare Sharanam Prapade Narasimha Hare Sharanam Prapade Avakara Kamalavare Nakha Abhuta Shrihinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Brihinga Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Avakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bringa Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasika Dev Narasika Dev Narasika Dev Jaya Narasika Dev Jaya Narasika Dev Narasika Dev Narasika Dev Jaya Narasika Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Sri Vishwananda 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 Gurudev Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Bhava Bhaya Harana Vadita Charana 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 Raghukula Bhushana Hari Narayana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana 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 Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Adi Narayana Ananda Ramana Sachitananda Shri Hari Narayana Sachitananda Shri Hari Narayana Sachitananda Shri Hari Narayana Sachitananda Shri Hari Narayana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayan Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayan Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayan Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayan Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatindraya, Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala me. Yatindraya, Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala me. Prabhati Dharmaya Rataya, Mangala Mangala me. Prabhati Dharmaya Rataya, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Sani Gram Rajishitaya, Mangala Mangala me. Sani Gram Rajishitaya, Mangala Mangala me. Sridhara Dharine Gaurana Jaya, Mangala Mangala me. Sridhara Dharine Gaurana Jaya, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Ragesha Kantara Rataya, Mangala Mangala me. Ragesha Kantara Rataya, Mangala Mangala me. Maranataya Daritaraya, Mangala Mangala me. Maranataya Daritaraya, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare, Swami Jaya Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke Sankata, Dasa Janon ke Sankata, Charan Dura Kare. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jo Jave Pala Pave, Dukha Dina Se Manaka, Swami Dukha Dina Se Manaka. Sukha Sapati Gara Ave, Sukha Sapati Gara Ave, Kashta Vite Tanaka. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Mata Pita Tuma Mere, Sharana Kahumi Ki Saki, Swami Sharana Kahumi Ki Saki. Tuma Dina Ora Na Durja, Tuma Dina Ora Na Durja, Asa Kahumi Ki Saki. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Tuma Purana Paramahatma, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami. Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Tuma Sabake Swami. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Tuma Karuna Ke Sarara, Tuma Palana Karata, Swami Tuma Palana Karata. Main Sevaka Tuma Swami, Main Sevaka Tuma Swami, Kripa Karo Bharata. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Tuma ho eka agochara, Samake Pranapati, Swami Samake Pranapati. Kisa Vijay Miro Dayamaya, Kisa Vijay Miro Kripamaya, Tuma Kome Kumati. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jina Bandhu Garata, Tumara Shaka Mere, Swami Tumara Shaka Mere. Karuna Hata Baraho, Karuna Hata Baraho, Sharana Pada Tere. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Vishaya Vikara Vitaho, Papa Haro Deva, Swami Papa Haro Deva. Chara
Hari Lala Chakra Koi. Tvameva Mata Jagita Tvameva, Tvameva Madhusha Saka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyoti Gamaya, Vidyoma Vrita Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. Prem se bolo Lakshmaraya Bhagavan ki jai. Prem se bolo Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Bhagavan ki jai. Prem se bolo Shri Radha Krishna Kankanan ki jai. Prem se bolo Mukunda Kriya Babuji ki jai. Prem se bolo Shri Manojashari ki jai. Prem se bolo Sadgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Maharaj ki jai. Om Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Paraya Parama Purushaya Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Ushatrasi Shastrani Sampraya Sampanaya Vichya Muchaya Muchaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Diptishvara Paitaya Sarvadya Shapana Kupat Parashmaye Parabaramane Pramritishe Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyama. Gendramana Govinda, Bhutabhrteshwarnath Govinda, Bhaktavatsala Govinda, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Kundali Gavarade Harita, Eknaktambe Plungara, Pandrinath Maharaj ki jai, Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki jai, Harvar Tirumana Tirumajagavari.